Supposed to mess with Texas, right? Oh, geez, man. Hey, everybody. I am on the phone with Gene of the band. Say it for me again. I got tongue-tied.
Dirigiri.
Dirigiri. I don't know why it's such a tongue twister. Maybe it's because I had a couple drinks. But either way, we're kind of not happy because I went to play a track of his and it kicked it. And it shouldn't have. And I'm mad now. So now I gotta fix that. But either way, I figured we'd get on air and start yakking since that's what we're doing already, eh? Welcome to the Bath of Blood show, Gene. How are you tonight?
Doing great.
Right
How's
on.
everybody out there tonight?
Right on. Oh, I'm sure that they're just having a nice Saturday night, eh? Probably splashing in bubble baths or something, blood baths. One of our other DJs here, he says, nice, a Texas native as well here. That's cool. That's really cool.
Awesome.
Hell yeah, definitely. So yeah, we were just talking about, what you're currently working on. You want to continue with that?
Yes, right now, this is my second CD that's coming out. It's been some time before the debut CD had released, which I'm proud and happy to say that it's become an underground cult classic, the first Dirigiri CD.
Nice.
Now the second one has come out, and the record label, with so much belief that they had in the first one, they're going to reissue it and re-release the first debut album as well as the second.
Nice.
During the year so far. But my second album, Curse Masters, is going to come out in early 2024. So I want everybody that loves death metal, loves Texas, to get a hold of that album and give it a good home.
Heck yeah, right on. Nice. Very, very nice. Another thing that we were talking about is, about wanting to stay underground.
Well, I love the underground. For me, that's where the real people, the real metal is. That's where the beast belongs and lives. I love extreme music. I just love it so much, and it's always been a passion, and all those genres in extreme metal, that's what has always had my heart since I was a child.
Heck yeah. Another one of my questions is, how long have you been in the music industry?
In the music industry, I got into at the age of 16 years old. I was already being scouted by labels, at the time, and I had joined a band from Monterrey, Mexico called Argentine, which is a big underground band all over Mexico and stuff, and they had very big releases in the early 2000s and 90s and stuff, and did touring with Dimmu Borgir, Immortal, all those bands like that throughout Mexico.
How was that? Must have been really cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. Just to be part of all that, and to be the only American ever in that band, that I could say.
Heck yeah. Very, very cool. Very cool. So how many instruments do you play?
Well, I only learned one, which was a guitar.
Yeah?
And
nice.
How to sing, but I'm not a good singer.
You probably are, but most of us think that we suck when we sing.
Right.
Yeah, well, I know I've had my moments. I was singing my heart out, as a kid. And I don't know, I got given a gift one year from my dad, and really pissed me off because he ended up selling it on me overnight. I woke up the next day, and I swear it was like the day the music died. I was so upset I didn't even want to sing anymore. I was mad now and heartbroken and all that jazz.
That's terrible.
But yeah, no, I own one today and nobody's gonna take it from me. But that's really cool. That's really cool. I play a couple myself, actually. Keyboard, drums, bass. Guitar's a bit harder for me, but I also play all the other percussions and clarinets, flutes, and all that stuff.
Well, if you know how to play all that, I ought to be interviewing you. You're more talented than me.
Yeah, no, I'm just a 45-year-old mom. I'm just sitting here listening to tunes and trying to support the underground, and spread metal everywhere and all that good stuff. So yeah, that being said, another thing, like, you said, you were in another band, you were with all those big wigs there and all that good stuff. You were talking about touring and how that's not for you.
Right. Touring right now is, well, it's very hard, I mean, especially being a death metal band.
Yeah.
The problem is that, you got all these crazy gas prices, and then, in each state, I mean, it just gets higher and fluctuates and stuff, and it's kind of like,
Makes
I
things
want to
harder.
get out there. Yeah, right. I want to get out there and tour and say hello to all the fans, and I want everybody to enjoy the music, and most of all me.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Where are some of the most favorite places you've ever played at or want to?
I'll be honest with you, and this is in all seriousness. I love touring in Mexico, because in Mexico, I mean, the metalheads there, they are complete diehards.
Hell yeah.
Completely. They go crazy. I mean, sometimes you see, I had a situation in San Luis Potosi, and the thing is, like, I went to a town that they didn't get metal there.
Oh,
So
boy.
while we were in the hotel, we had, in Spanish, they're called the machetines. Machetines are the Indians that take care of the Virgin Mary with their machetes.
Oh boy.
So they came to our hotel to confront me.
Oh boy.
And they said, the women were there, and they were like, well, that the kids were going to rebel. And, I had to sit down and talk to them because they're Catholics. I'm a Roman Catholic as well. And we sat down and we talked about our views, and everything was fine.
That's cool.
And I had a talk with her, and I told her, well, everybody's already rebelled before I came here.
Yeah.
I'm here to do a job and put on a good show for everybody here. I said, that's
right.
what I'm here for.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Right on.
So that's what happened over there in Mexico. But, I mean, they have flea markets that are buildings tall, and each floor is nothing but heavy metal. Every store,
Holy
anything
shit.
you can think of. I'm being serious.
Nice.
I mean, just, that's the way it is over there,
That's really cool. That's a cool place to tour. Well, would you ever want to come to the fucking Canada side of things?
I've been wanting to go there. You see, I want to tell you, about 6 years ago, I was invited to Canada
Oh yeah.
and stuff. But you see, we had the passports and all that because we wanted to play there. And then we had another date in Puerto Rico
Oh yeah.
because we were going to tour with ex-Malevolent Creation drummer Alex Marquez. But
Nice.
you know how it goes. Sometimes the promoters don't,
Yeah.
the money just doesn't go through. Things happen and factors, and it's just,
Unfortunately.
yeah, right. And
Yeah.
it just didn't happen.
Well, that sucks.
hmm
Sorry, I had to deal with that.
No, I don't know. But I want to go to Canada. I would love to go play there and stuff.
Nice. Yeah, your music would definitely be loved here for sure. I mean, the people couldn't hear it because it decided to kick the tracks, but I listened to it and it's totally badass.
Oh, thank you.
You are so very welcome. Another thing, is it just is it just you that makes the music all by yourself, or do you got other band members?
No, for this album, it ended up being me.
Okay.
The vocalist is James Kuhn, and the bass player is Vincent Gonzalez, which
Okay.
unfortunately he had an untimely death a few years ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry to
And
hear.
then, it's all right,
Yeah.
And then the drummer is a drummer by the name of Travis James.
Okay. Very cool. But rest in
So-
peace to your friend there.
Thank you so much.
You're
He
most
was
welcome.
such a big part of our band, and it's, it hurts a lot because
Yeah.
we were on the road with him and stuff, and he was always crazy and kooky. I mean, I got a funny story, a real quick one.
Go ahead, because
What?
that's one of my questions. Any funny, crazy road stories or things like that. So go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna tell you about Vince.
Thank you.
Vince had this thing. He was into 80s glam metal, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, we get to the hotel in Dallas, Texas, and he shows me his getup for the show, and you know, I'm looking at this pirate T-shirt with all the fluffy things, you know, and I'm all like, and he brought some leather pants,
Oh boy.
and I'm all looking at him. I was all like, hey, what the hell are you doing?
Are you
And
the
he goes,
cult?
right? And then he's like, he looks at me and he's like, well, you know, this is my getup for tonight, you know, and he's all like, and then he starts putting on makeup, and I was all, what the fuck are you doing? We're not fucking docking, you know, like, and he's all looking at me, and he goes,
Oh god.
look at me. I look good, don't I? I look, and we're all looking at him. And the ex-drummer at the time, he comes in and walks into the hotel room and looks at him, and he's like, what the fuck are you thinking? He's all like, you know. So then we're like, we're just laughing while we do the show, and you know, there's some fans there, and this cat comes up to me and he goes, hey man, your band's, wow, amazing. I can't believe y'all are from San Antonio. I thought y'all were from another country or something. I said, no. And then, you know, we're there sitting down, smoking some cigarettes, drinking a beer, right?
Yeah.
And the man goes, hey, you know, I don't want to offend you, but what's up with your bass player? He looks real out of place. Oh my God, I got so embarrassed that he was loud because he literally looked like a pirate. Like, we were just, like, you know that white t-shirt that Yngwie Malmsteen wears, that fluffy?
Yeah.
Okay, he had one of those with tight leather pants.
Oh god.
And playing with a death metal band, you know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
my goodness.
everybody was like, man, your band's so brutal and amazing, but hell, your bass player's out of place. And I told the man, I said, oh, I'm sorry. I said, he belongs in docking, don't he?
We didn't tell him how to dress.
Right?
We're not responsible for that, man.
No kidding.
Oh, that's funny. Thank you for sharing that.
I hope everybody in the chat room is laughing.
Oh,
I got
yeah.
a lot of funny stories. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I got tons of them.
Shoot for another one. Go ahead.
So, I mean, it was just real bad. Like, on the first one, we have this song called Toilet Extermination. Well,
Okay.
there's an inside joke to that. And the thing is that when we did our first tour in Mexico, our drummer got sick from his stomach.
Yeah.
Because you see, the laws in America and laws in Mexico are completely, utterly different.
Yeah.
And so over there, they kind of depends on how they keep the food contained and cold, you know, and stuff.
Yes.
Well, he ate something over there. He got sick.
Oh boy.
Well, he had the runs. and
Traveler's
we had to-
diarrhea.
right. So he had the runs, and so what happened was, well, we had to go in after him, you know.
Oh,
and
boy.
It's just like, we're like, and I came out and I said, damn, you exterminated that toilet. I told him like that. And so the singer at the time, he turns around and he goes,
Oh.
what the hell did you say? And then I said, toilet extermination. And we wrote the song literally
Oh my goodness.
right inside of that venue.
With the
It took
stank and
us
everything.
Right. I mean, no joke. Took us goddamn near 10 minutes.
Damn.
And I thought the riff in 10 minutes.
That's-
No joke.
That's pretty wild.
And we recorded it on the first debut. It sounds like 1980s New York hardcore punk.
Oh, right on. I like that.
So that was our homage to the
Nice.
Cro-Mags,
Nice.
GBH, you know, like the Dead Boys, all that stuff out of New York, because we loved hardcore punk rock from the 80s.
Hell yeah. That's a funny story, man. What's another one?
Well, there was one time too that okay, a singer that we had at the time, his brother was part of a band called Pitbull Daycare. Now, if people
Okay.
remember Pitbull Daycare, they were on tour with Ministry.
Okay.
So what happened was, at the time, Joey Jordison was playing drums for
Oh.
Ministry on that tour.
I never knew that.
So what happened was, he was staying at the singer's brother's house, and he liked her band, and he said, "Hey, I have a band. When I'm not playing with them, when I'm playing with them, they're called the Murder Dolls, but when I'm not playing with them, they're called Wednesday 13."
Oh, yeah.
So he said, "How would y'all like to open for them?" So we said, "Well, yeah, and stuff." So we opened for them and everything.
Nice.
And the thing is that we did a couple of shows with them, and what happened was, I don't know, the singer from that band and the singer from my band, they were all talking and everything, and he ended up telling him, he goes, "Man, y'all sounded great tonight." And my singer was drunk as hell.
Yeah.
And he goes, "You know what? Why don't you get back in your bus? You didn't even come out and hear us, and we've opened up for you a bunch of times."
Oh, my goodness.
He told him, we were just laughing and stuff. I don't know. I guess they weren't death metal guys.
That's fucking hilarious. Another question that I usually ask is, whenever you were touring, have you played any haunted venues or anything like that? And it doesn't mean
one
haunted
in
scary.
Mexico.
Okay.
One in Mexico we played at. What ended up happening was that the owner, he would say that whenever you took a CD in there to be played on like a CD player, it would skip.
Yeah.
But if you played it outside of there, it wouldn't.
Okay.
So the owner, he takes us in, right, and we go upstairs, and there was like a Mickey Mouse character painted on the wall.
Okay.
And this is no bullshit what I'm telling you. I know people are going to think, "Oh, this guy's crazy,"
I don't.
The heat from Texas is eating up his brain. But I'm
Probably,
telling you,
eh?
I'm telling you the truth. Well, the owner, he put a little bit of paint on that Mickey Mouse. And I told him in Spanish, I said, "What you doing?" And he goes, "Well, I'm going to show y'all something." So, we get out of the venue, we go back at night,
Yeah.
and he goes, "Well, come on upstairs, let's go see the Mickey Mouse," and I'm all like, "Yeah, well, I'm looking at my drummer, I was like, what the fuck is the deal with the Mickey Mouse?" And then so we go up there. Don't you know that the damn paint on the Mickey Mouse was out of the paint?
What the heck?
And I looked at the can. This wasn't no like funky trick paint, no nothing. This was paint, real paint.
Yeah.
And we're like, and he started to tell us that his bar was haunted.
Okay.
That sometimes the other bar owners around would call him in the middle of the night because his bar, they had these gates in the front that they would padlock.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he would go in the middle of the night and it'd be undone and open.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
I mean, everything would be dark, nothing was on, but it would be undone and open, the gates, all
Crazy.
the time. That's the only one I've ever played that was, pretty much haunted.
Oh, yeah. We have quite a few haunted venues around here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And they're pretty far out. They're very, warm, welcoming type places and feelings that go on in these places. Nothing bad at all. Nothing creepy, nothing scary. Just, I don't know, just a couple of good vibes and weird things that just happen right in front of you, and like everybody's witnessing it with you, so you're not going nuts.
Yeah,
you didn't have that many Ryan Cokes there.
right?
A little bit. But yeah, it's pretty cool though.
Wow, that's awesome.
I've had my own experiences, and people tell me, "Vicky, get off the drugs," but I'm not on any drugs when that happens. This is real stuff, man.
Right?
The other side talks to us. We just got to open our minds. That's all.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, too bad we don't know what goes on after,
Yeah, man, but I'm down. I can't wait to find out, but I'll get there when I get there.
Right. right, me too.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get there when we get there. It's not our time yet. We got
Yep,
some music to make and music to get out there and heard, so that's what we're gonna
true.
do. Another thing that I like to ask the bands or the musician themselves is where can people find you, your music?
They can find it on Apple Music, Spotify. They can find it because right now the single that's out is "Holy Perversion."
Okay.
If you have an Alexa, the dot, that speaker, that round speaker,
Okay.
all you got to do is ask Alexa play "Holy Perversions," and it'll say my name, and it'll play the song and stuff. It's just that the song "Holy Perversion" that's on the Curse Masters album,
Okay.
I released it as a solo artist through a record label that put it in a movie called Vamp Bikers.
Oh yeah.
And the actors that are in Vamp Bikers are the people from The Warriors.
Oh nice.
And that film critic on Entertainment Tonight, that Michael Musto or something,
Okay.
he comes out in the movie as well. And the thing is, the Trax Records released the soundtrack, and they put the song on that soundtrack, "Holy Perversion."
Well, that's really cool. Thank you
Yeah, I
for
was so
sharing that.
happy finally to hear my music in the movie. At least.
Heck yeah, that's pretty big. That's
I
pretty big.
know.
Heck yeah, I think it is. So is that the only place where they could find you? No websites
No,
or Bandcamp?
they can. Well, right now, I got an Instagram. Look for Dirigiri, Dirigiri on Instagram, and right now the official site is being built
Okay.
and all this stuff because we're trying to get T-shirts done, the designs. I'm still in a lot of process of getting a lot of things ready for the second release.
Right on.
Right now, that's why it's going to come out in early 2024.
Okay,
Is
well,
what they're gunning for.
we'll talk again around that time.
Sounds great.
Heck yeah, I'm here whenever you're ready, whenever you gotta get something heard or you want to say something, we can always interview again.
Awesome. That'd be great.
Heck yeah. Hell yeah. Another thing that I use... Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
You go ahead.
No, well, I was going to add the record label, Dark United Media. They're going to release the second album. It's going to be on a limited edition digipack, and it's going to be also on cassette tape.
Okay.
And the other big news is that my first album that has become a cult classic is going to be re-released by Dark United Media the right way.
Right on.
Because I released it on my own by myself.
Nice.
From my home in San Antonio, Texas, my album went around the world from here, from my hands. So the album has been mega rare. If you try to get a copy, you're going to have to look on eBay and Amazon to get a copy of the actual debut. And I want everybody to know every album I touched out of my hands from San Antonio went around everywhere.
Very, very, very cool. That is very, very cool. You're still there?
Yeah, no, I'm here.
Okay. Okay, so that's really rad and all that good stuff. And another thing that I like to ask bands to do is a station tag for me. Are you able to?
Yes.
Nice, thank you. Anytime you're ready.
This is Gene Olivati from the band Dirigiri. You're hearing Lady Red's Bloodbath on Metal Devastation Radio.
Heck yeah, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure talking, Gene. And
You too.
hell yeah, and we'll talk again.
All right, thank you so much.
I'm going to try to play your track right here and see if it doesn't kick it. Hope it doesn't. But either way, I'll edit up the interview and I'll put it in my show tomorrow if I have to fix things up. And we'll be in touch.
All right, thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Thank you for your time. Take care, eh?
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Oh, fucking hell yeah. Gene is cool. And it sounds like he's got a lot of stories, eh? He seems pretty cool. But yeah, we were yakking it up before the interview and all that good stuff. But with his tracks kicking and all that, I have to fix that before, I could put them on air. And I don't know why I booted it out of there, but I hope you all enjoyed the interview. And I'm going to try to play one of them right now. And if it doesn't and it kicks it out, well then, like I said, I'll fix it tomorrow. Thank you all for listening to Lady Red's Bath of Blood here on Metal Devastation Radio.